just the whole concept of, I didn't travel. I didn't do much travel. You know, I've been to St. Thomas when me and my husband got married. We went back the next year. I've been to the Bahamas. Outside of Virginia, where I'm from, in B-More. I was born in B-More.
No, bro.
Okay.
You said it right the first time.
No. Okay.
Continue.
So outside of that and like, you know, North Carolina, mostly the east, you know, eastern region, you know, North Carolina, DC, I want to say that's really it. Like I hadn't even been to, I did go to Georgia. I did go to Georgia. So, but outside of that, I take that back. I went to Texas because my husband took me to the Cowboys stadium when they first opened. We went and did that. So most of my traveling experience I had since I've been married to this one. And since we have been traveling on the road, like it's been so exciting to me. I've learned about different people, how, you know, I'm just learning a lot of different things. I've seen, like, you know, just a different, my mind is open. Like my thoughts are open. Like I'm excited about life in a way that I've never been excited. Trucking did that for me. Trucking has done that for me. And like I appreciate things that I didn't appreciate before. Like I would have never thought that I could live in this truck and be okay with it. Because a lot of my female friends and family members, you know, they have homes, or some of them are buying. They have, you know, their furniture, and they're decorating, and they're doing this and buying cars, and, you know, just, you know, the normal, I would say, quote unquote, day-to-day life that I once was living myself. But now when I step back and I'm looking at it from a different angle, I'm like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that this works for us. You know, we did that for years. And within our setting and in our situation, in our relationship, for our particular family, this was what was best. And we have literally proven that. We have proven that trucking can take you to places that your regular job might can't take you.
Yeah.
And you know, I can't always talk like that. I just can't even get them to understand, like, if I'm, you know, I don't have a schedule. You trying to figure out or see what's best just to get into, like, my schedule. There's no schedule. It's no schedule. And I'm not saying that we are unorganized, but you can't schedule it like this, like that. Not the way we run, because we're a team. Maybe if I was solo, I could be on more of somewhat of a schedule. You know what I'm saying? At the most, I'm going to know whether I'm driving or not, or whether I'm driving in the morning. Whether we going to stop for the day at a certain time, possibly, or not. But we may be doing it back-to-back driving, what, 3 days, 4 days? And then if we take on another load right after that, or shortly after that, you know, you just keep pushing. You know, and then, of course, you do get to the point that your body says, okay, it's time to rest.
Yep.
You know?
She's normally the one that keeps me aware of that. I think I can go.
I have to, y'all.
I can go constantly a lot more than she can.
Yes.
So it's I never think about that. I'm always on go mode. So she always has to be the one to reel everything back in.
Yeah, because I'm at a place in my life where I still have to have balance. I felt like it was unbalanced to step out and do this to a degree, because we shifted our entire family. Like, we had our family looking at us like, you get ready to go on the road and drive, like, when I'm gonna see you, like, where you gonna be at, where you gonna live, you know. All of this was a new for our family and friends. was a tad bit more acceptable because he's a man, and to a degree it was like, okay, so he stepped out and did that. But then I kind of got looked at like, well, he left you, so now you got the bag to carry. But I had to keep in my mind and understand, no, he didn't leave me. He's going before me to set it up so that when I come along, then I'm not coming along and he's still trying to learn how to learn. You know, he needed to at least be in a better position of in trucking and gain some knowledge himself so that he's not attacking things just like I am. Because we didn't think for us individually that was going to be a good mix for him to be learning at the same time that I was learning.
I remember you wanted to. Well, I ain't gonna say you wanted to, but I can remember I would be traveling and telling her certain things that I was seeing or going, or just beautiful scenery, and she's like, you know, I want to see this. I thought you said once you start getting your truck, you was gonna come get me.
Yeah.
Like I kind of got all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I had to let her know, like I'm still learning this, and even though, you know, I would love for you to be here, I need to be focusing and having my mentality on what it is that I'm doing. I can't, having you on the road with me right now, it's going to hinder me. It's going to hinder my own development and growth when it comes to learning and trying to master all that this career and all that trucking entails, period. So once she did get on the truck and we actually were teaming together, I asked her, based on what you know right now of driving, how comfortable you feel with driving, should I have brought you on the truck with 2 months, 3 months of experience?
I said no. But now I do understand why my family at home and friends and things somewhat feel the way they do, because I felt like that. You know, I felt like that when you left, even though I was trying to understand and stay on course of what we was doing, it still didn't totally make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know what it is about people. I'm gonna just say people. I don't know what it is about people that we can be to a point that we see that we're just going this far. And you know you really trying to get over here. And you just kind of feel like, okay, well I'm okay with that. And I'm not saying you okay with it, but I am saying you okay with it. Because if you see your life a certain way and you see that there needs to be a change, how much are you willing to do? Like, at what cost? Because I miss my family. I miss my children. We have daughters in college. We have a daughter that's still in high school. I miss the thought of that when she have things going on, that we can't be there all the time. This is a crucial time for her life. You know, we got grandbabies, small ones. I'm oftentimes, when I'm talking to them, it does something to me on the inside when he see that phone and say Nana or say Poppies or my, you know, our granddaughter does the same thing, because we want to make sure they know who we are, because we're not there on a consistent basis. I just had a conversation with my oldest daughter today. Just a little brief conversation. And my grandson, he had got into some lipstick in her purse. So he had lipstick all over his face. He done put it all over the bed and everything. And she was fussing. So I sent her a message like, did you beat him? She was like, no, I whooped him. I was like, don't you touch my baby, you know. And in the midst of that small little conversation, she said to me, man, she said, I wish I could send him to you in the mailbox. I said, baby, I understand. I said, but I just want you to know, if you don't know, or if I have to keep telling you, that it ain't gonna always be like this. Just wanting her to understand that what we're doing we're doing for our family so that we won't always be in this truck. This is just the beginning of us building and getting to where we're trying to go in our life, and trucking has been that avenue for us. It works. We can see it. You know what I'm saying? It has given us proven evidence of success in the way that we're trying to go, you know. And you know, she sent back her hearts and her loves and things like that. And I know that even though they oftentimes say to us, you know, they support us and they love us, I know it's still difficult. It can be still difficult. But
it's an adjustment, though.
It is an adjustment.
And it's not even a short-term adjustment. This is going to be a long-term adjustment. Just meaning it's nothing that happens like that. And it don't even happen at the same time for everybody, even though we left at the same time.
Yeah.
Each one of our kids reach their epiphany or come to that understanding at different times.
At different times, yeah.
So we have to be prepared for that.
Yeah.
That it may happen quickly. It may take a while.
It may take a while, yeah.
So it's an adjustment for everybody.
Yeah. And then one of our daughters, that's she 19, and she was talking to me and telling me about somebody from my church had been sick. And I mean, she was just talking and talking and talking, and I felt so bad because I said, baby, I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't even know that. I knew the person might have been sick basically from Facebook, but I didn't know any details about it. And she was talking to me, and it probably didn't even dawn on her because she's so used to me being kind of knowing what's going on in everyday life. She didn't even have a clue, and it didn't even dawn on her until she started talking. She was like, I said, maybe you need to call her or call somebody that's at home and ask about her and see if she's okay, because I don't know. And I could tell in her voice, it clicked for her. But at that moment when she was telling me, she just so used to saying, well, Mom, you know so-and-so sick. And I'm like, yeah, just pray for them or call them and check on them. We're going to check on them and see how they doing or whatever. And it just, you know, it's just an adjustment for everybody. You know. And I just wanted to talk about it because today I just, you know, had just thinking about it and everything. Because, you know, as truckers, like I was just telling him, when we went home, we was with our family. We did hook up with a lot of our family and friends and things like that. But then we stayed a couple extra days, and we was like, I mean, I don't think we like purposely was like, let's just don't tell nobody, but we ain't tell nobody.
So the kids would call us and be like, where y'all at? We'd be like, at the truck at the terminal? Like, y'all ain't left Richmond yet?
No.
No?
We just wanted to kind of chill.
Like, let me find out, Mom, y'all ain't even left.
Yeah. But then too, like, okay, when y'all go home and you do get a chance to spend time with your family, how many of y'all want to be running around? You know, like just doing a bunch of stuff. Like I used to kind of get caught in that when I go home and stuff, but now when I go home, I'm trying to talk to my family and find out about real stuff. Like, what's going on with you? Like, I want to be in the presence of my family and friends and talk about things. I don't mind going out to eat. I don't mind the malls or shopping or things like that. But it does get a little redundant when I go home and it feels like that's what it's all about. Like, that can't be when I go home what it's all about every time. Like, we get so now, like I'm back on my cooking thing, so we get a hotel and we'll get one with a kitchenette. And I'm like telling all my friends and family, like, y'all come to me, I don't mind cooking. Like, I just be wanting to chill, because I kind of do miss a tad bit of the relaxation that you get when you are in your home. So when I go home, I kind of want that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be walking through the malls. I do that on the road. Or I get a chance to do that anytime I want. It's all types of malls all over the country. You know, we can go out to eat anytime we want. We can, you know, do that kind of stuff. And I'm not discrediting as far as like my family and them wanting to spend time with me, but is that really spending time with me when we are out in a restaurant or ripping and running? Now I do it because I also want to teach them that we're out here, we're making money, and we're doing it for us because we're a team. So I don't want to go home empty-handed because that looks bad.
So we go home and
we spend a nice amount of money
and mess up a check.
Yeah.
Or two.
But we're doing it to inspire and to also help them see it. I think, you know, just recently, ain't no thinking it. Our son has been inspired.
Yeah, he doing his
because he doing his learners, working on getting his learners. He passed his general knowledge, and then he passed his was it air brakes? Air brakes. So, you know, we real proud of him. Because we know that he's ambitious and it's things that he want to do, but sometimes you can talk, and then realize you ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying? How many times do we do that? How many times do we say what we're going to do and don't do it? I can relate because I kept saying, I'm going to do videos, I'm going to talk about this, I'm going to talk about that. But y'all ain't seen no videos. So, you know,
I'm proud of this. I'm not even the one to press record. She did.
I mean, I want to talk. I just be wanting to make sure that I bring something that's relevant, you know. I mean, it's going to be times that we're going to be laughing and playing around and joking and things like that. But I also want to use the platform that we have to help somebody. Because I ain't going to say I didn't have this, but I wasn't interested. Because to me, honestly, before we got into trucking, YouTube was just another place that people go and put crap. I never looked at YouTube as being the place that you go to and actually get official good information and find out certain things, because I didn't have time. I really didn't. I was at work pretty much my whole day, and when I got home, I was handling business, working, preparing myself for the next day, cleaning my home, getting my mind right, doing certain stuff, and I've always kind of been like that. I was busy, you know. I always stayed busy. I sometimes would feel guilty just to sit down and watch TV. You know, I didn't even do a whole bunch of TV watching. The only time I really watched.
Kids in high school.
Yes, and
there was homeworks. There was people who got to be picked up from this.
Yes. The only time I really did watch TV.
I don't miss none of those days.
Only time I watched TV was in the shop when I was doing my clients' hair. You know, because we had the TV on. So, you know, and even in that, a lot of times before my clients got there, I watched stuff that was educational or something like that. When they got there, we might watch Ellen or others, you know, other shows and things like that. I let them pick, you know, no big deal. But I wasn't consumed with it. But coming on the truck, you do have a lot of extra time, you know. And I don't think, I'll just speak for me, I don't think it's always healthy just to be in your head. You know what I'm saying? It's good to be in your head. I have driven and been silent, and it's been good. But then I've had times that I was like, you know, let me put on something, or let me listen to this or listen to that, and not always music.
Yeah.
Because I listen to music more now than I think I've ever in my life. I love music, and I listen to a lot of music. But you think about it in the course of a day, whereas you would normally either be at work maybe from 9 to 5. I don't think I necessarily listen to music in that time frame. Now, his particular job was different. I think you rock with music all day, right?
Which one?
Well, the jobs, all your jobs. Well, no, when you was at MRC.
I had a little radio.
Yeah, a little radio, but I mean, but you was vibing. You know what I'm saying? Because you was on the forklift and, you know, doing different things and stuff like that.
I had my headset on when I ain't supposed to, so yeah, you're right.
And he loved music anyway. I do too, but my job was different. You know, what I did and stuff like that. But I ain't trying to talk y'all head off. I just wanted to know if y'all dealt with some of the same issues, you know, or whatever. Let me know. Give me some feedback. Like, comment, subscribe. And I get at y'all later. Thanks for watching.
Peace.
Peace.
Bank rolls, yeah, I made myself a boss. Had to learn from my mistakes, yeah, I had to take a loss. They say it costs to be the boss, don't make us nail to the cross. When that pack touch down, we gon' call it Randy Moss. When that pack touch down, we gon' call it Randy Moss. When that pack touch down, we gon' call it Randy Moss. Had to learn from my mistakes, had to make myself a boss. Had to mess